everybody, and welcome back to the Empire Let's Play series. Today we're going to get started on another big project, but first let me catch you up on a couple things. I've been over here at Mingus doing a fair bit of trading with the villagers, so we've got a bunch of emeralds, and I've also brought some materials with me. I brought some pale oak saplings with us. I found during the last live stream another wandering trader who traded open eye blossoms, so now we have access to those. And then when I was in the Nether, I got one magma cream. Since we're starting to spend some time in the Nether, I think it's pretty important that we make a fire resistance potion. I'm not a big fan of falling in the lava and dying, so I usually carry one of these around with me. A little while back, we found a nether fortress, and when I go over there to get blaze rods, occasionally I would see a magma cube, and I finally killed one and got some magma cream. We'll let that brew up. You may have noticed that I don't have a ton of nether wart. I went ahead and planted the nether wart that I had up on the hill where the cows used to be. That way we'll have nether wart if ever we want to make some potions. A couple other things I did is I did breed up these cows down here. So there's about 22, 24 cows down here, and that makes the farm quite a bit more efficient. I also got in here and bred up the armadillos. So now there are quite a few armadillos in that little spot there. And if we throw a potion back here, get the fire cooking, and then let's say we want to heal up our pick, we get a lot of XP now. So you can see with one potion, pretty well heal up all of my tools and get a ton of levels. So now that I've got you all caught up, let's talk about what we're going to do today. Today, we are going to get started on the next village. So up past Coltrane, the next village we run into, I've been kind of calling the Hilltop Village. I might give it a different name in the future, but it's what we're going to call it for now. And today I want to get a start on that new village. I've got a few ideas for how I want it to look, what kind of theme we're going to have over there. And I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to be really different than some of our other villages. Those of you who joined me on the live stream on Saturday, you know now that I am basically streaming horizontal and vertical. And I found a lot of new viewers who just were scrolling through their shorts and happened to run across the vertical stream. It's a pretty cool thing. I just recently got an update to my software that allows me to do it. And so I figure I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to let y'all watch it however you want to watch it, and it's going to be great. Speaking of live streams, we did all of this over the last few live streams. And this is where the road ends, is right here at this Hilltop Village. Right now, it is just a pretty standard looking plains village with a ton of road. Not only is there this kind of central area, but on the backside of this hill, a ton of road. Like it just keeps going and going and going. It's really ugly. I think I'm going to tear most of it out and, just make it dirt or whatever. But yeah, you can see it just spills all over the place. It's pretty gross. I do have a few villagers kind of locked up in these houses here, and we still have a few villagers wandering around. So, like we do, I think the first thing we'll do is we'll tear down the existing buildings, kind of lay things out, and then kind of get to work. Well, it's still a pretty big mess, but we're making some progress here. So this is our road, comes from the bridge over there, and it will come up in this direction. And right in the middle here, this is where the village is going to be. Still have two buildings over here with some villagers locked up. We do have quite a number of villagers just kind of roaming free, so I'm not really worried about the villagers disappearing or getting killed by zombies or anything like that. I think we're going to be okay. Next thing I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to grab a bunch of stone and sort of sketch the outline of the buildings and where the village is going to be. And then we can start working on terraforming. Because right now we've got this sort of like almost like a dirt hallway, which I don't like. And then this is still real bumpy and got a big old hill right here. So a lot of work we need to do to kind of even some of this out. And again, we need to get rid of a lot of this path block that's just kind of all over the place. We are going to need quite a lot of stone for this project. So I'm going to mine until I fill up my whole inventory. Okay, there we have it. Full inventory of stone. Let's go ahead and head back up to the Hilltop village and get this thing sketched out. There is our footprint. What I love about this is not at all what the village is going to look like. It's going to be really tall. And then we'll have a road in the middle here, but the road is not going to be flush with the buildings. The buildings are all going to be kind of set up a little bit, so the road will step up to each of the buildings. I think we'll try and do one building today, one of the spaces, just to give you an idea. And then all around the outside, I want to terraform this so that it looks like the tippy top of the mountain. Based on the scale of it all, I think it might take an episode or two for me to put it all together. Like I said, let's see if we can get one little section done here. So this is the road that will lead up to the village. And we'll finish installing this probably on a live stream. Right here, this is going to be the entrance to the village. And then you can see here we'll have all of these spaces for the villagers to live in. This last space down here, this is going to be our space. Most of this is going to be stone, but I also want to use some of the pale oak, and I think we're going to use some spruce as well. I'm not sure what the road through the village is going to be made out of yet. I think I want to use some cobble, maybe a little bit of diorite, some stone, and maybe some stone bricks. Well, this is the idea. Very rough still, but you kind of get the feel for what I'm talking about. I want it to look like we just carved the town into the top of the mountain. Like this stone just came up from the earth, and then we carved a village into it. This is where the road is going to be, but I want every single building to step up. So we'll end up with something of like a valley that kind of goes through the village. It's a real small kind of a ravine that kind of moves through the whole village. I'm going to use pale oak, like I said. This is going to be our space here. So just a nice little area. I'll probably do a window out the back here. And then you can see I started to do just a tiny bit of terraforming back here. This is, again, just a beginning, but I want it to look like a continuation of this. So this big dirt hill will then transition into stone and kind of rise up just a little bit. And then inside this, almost like a volcano crater, we'll have the village. One weird thing, villagers all decided to get together over here. I don't know why. It was the weirdest thing. They just all started walking over and jumping into this space. So there they are. And eventually we will build all of these different little houses here, put some workstations in there, and get them all going. Between episodes, I'm going to mine more stone because I'm going through stone really fast. And I think I might also try and install the road through the village, just so we have that complete and an idea of what it's going to look like. And that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. If you want to be like these folks and help support the channel, click join below or scan the code on the screen. And thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.